Alright, I've been meaning to do this video for some time now. As I shop local thrift stores these days looking for resale deals and fodder for my YouTube videos, I'm often reminded about a few things I want to share with you. At least those things that work for me in my travels. So here you go. Here is 10 of my Goodwill and other thrift store shopping secrets, and some tips and tricks mixed in. Number 1, visit often. Sounds crazy and simple, but I mean set a schedule. I calendar the visits and I take notes looking for restocking schedules. Every store's differ. Once I find the sweet spot or the good day for that store, I will usually visit it once a week, sometimes twice if I have the time. But don't give up if you strike out. There have been lots of days I walk out completely empty-handed, but some days I score big and have incredible finds, and you know those ones because they're like crack. But you never know unless you visit. If you've never had any luck, it's typically you just went on their off day. Number 2, prime time. Here's a good one. Hit the stores on your first lunch break after the weekend. If you are not a full-time picker and thrifting to make a little extra money or just want to crack at the good stuff, visit on a Monday or Tuesday after a long weekend when people are typically off and have time to do their spring cleaning. When the yard sales in your area are in full swing, good chances your local charity and thrift gets a spike in merchandise as well. And if you hit the shops after a holiday weekend, expect even better selections because that's when most people have that extra time to purge. I just visited several stores right after Easter and they were packed with all sorts of great stuff, or shall we say, fresh to the market merchandise. If you can visit early, some days I manage to get to Goodwill when they open, but I'm not the only one. There's typically a line of 5 to 10 people, and I've told you before, this is a subculture, right? I can't promise anything, but I like your chances for a great find if you can hit just at opening on a Monday or Tuesday. Now don't blame me for the Walmart stampede. Alright, number 3, have a plan. I have a long list of genres in mind that I'm always on the look for, and I route and plan out most of my trips to my regular haunts. I typically hit the toys, then the art, sweep through electronics, and last, if I'm still empty-handed, I'll go to the household goods. Everyone is different and attracted to what they like, or makes the money or their area of expertise. Recently, I've been on a good run of mid-century lamps in the home goods section, and this is what I try to keep sharp on what is hot and what is not, and what's in vogue yesterday can quickly change. So I like to follow weekly auction results to see what's selling. Oh yes, that's a plug for last week at the auction. I follow the sales so you don't have to. Alright, number 4, don't second guess yourself. Trust your gut. Some people are blessed with a good eye and others have to learn the hard way, but thrift store prices, is it an expensive education? And if you like the thing when you bought it, is it really a loss or just fair market, working its magic and the way it's supposed to? Also, put it in your cart sometimes and drive it around a bit. Sometimes you can do a little more research and there's always time to put the item back. Maybe that's second guessing yourself, so I don't know. But anyway, I was just looking at an interesting print when a man came up beside me just a few days ago and grabbed it. And I can't blame him. What could I say? Hey, I was liking that, but I did feel my 6-foot socially distant shopping circle was invaded. Number 5, the price is right. I'm sure you can tell thrifting has increased in popularity, and don't think the thrift stores haven't noticed. So some of my favorite stores have really begun to price accordingly, and I can't get mad. That's the economic market forces at work. It just means you need to sharpen your skills. They still miss a lot, and they know they survive off of us pickers, so not to fret. This too shall pass. They will have to adjust if they're not selling stuff. And remember, don't buy anything just to buy something because it's there. Chances are others will not buy an item if it's priced too high as well, and if you frequent the place, you can come back on a day or two when it's marked down. There was a French print I had my eye on locally here in a thrift store that was priced at $25, and I just couldn't justify it as it was an educated guess, and the genre's soft, and I wasn't sure what to do. Anyway, I went back and it was on the dollar wall, so I got it for $1. Number 6, give back too. To keep from hoarding, I try to take something to donate every week. It keeps the garage happy and ready to accept my next find. If you're not displaying it in your house and you're not reselling it for a profit, what do you have it for? Because is not an answer. If you think you might have a problem or know someone that does, I got a blog post and a YouTube video for that. The neighborhood matters. I'm really blessed to live on the outskirts of one of the wealthier neighborhoods in our city, and I can't believe some of the expensive pieces that are simply donated regularly. I guess it's all a matter of perception and convenience for some, and thank you! And this beautiful bronze statuary lamp is one man's trash or treasure, but a $50 fine for me. I am by no means saying you will not find amazing things in more impoverished areas. You will. It's just interesting to see how the merchandise and the prices vary. I see the same items priced 2 to 3 different ways depending on the neighborhood I'm in, store to store. Number 8, buy what you like. I always do best shopping in the genres I like. Also, it's much nicer if you get stuck with it. So I say, if you don't like it or you're not excited about its potential, don't buy it. It is easier to regret something that you enjoy than something you would have never bought in the first place. Notice earlier I said I head to the toys, art, electronics, and then home goods. I didn't say furniture, vintage clothes, etc. I know a lot about furniture and vintage clothes, I just don't care for them. I find furniture a back-breaking albatross and vintage clothes a pain to photograph and resell. That's just me. For many of my friends, that's their bread and butter. Number 9, it's all in a name. When it comes to art, fine jewelry, decor, and it's all in a name because, you think of the iconic brands like Tiffany and Cartier and jewelry, Picasso and Dali in art, Herman Miller and Theodore Alexander in furniture. They all have one thing in common. They are the money. At auction or the secondary market, these items can command serious values, or they're the names that people think of when they think of luxury and expensive high-quality items. When you really delve into thrifting, the hidden gems are those high-end brands that are not household names. When inspecting those fine, high-end looking items, always look for the name. Typically, if I've not heard of something, it's most likely it's just I didn't know anybody that could afford it. And that's it's a good sign. Or I'm about to learn a lesson that's going to cost me a few dollars. It's like taking a college class, and it's how we all learn in the business. Number 10, know the sale days. Learn your favorite thrift store's sale days, and many offer discount programs. Check their website, ask an associate. It's typically posted online and on-site. Goodwill in particular has a customer value program and an email club with coupons and discounts. My local St. Vincent's has a wonderful loyalty card program. It's awesome. But that's it for now, and I hope this helps in some way. Please share your tips, and better yet, tell me about your scores, because I love hearing about those even more.